Welcome back to my channel for another video. Okay guys, the first video of 2023. I cannot emphasize enough the importance of this video, okay? A truly important video if you want to be a consistent trader in the retail market, okay? Before we crack on, make sure that you smash that like button, make sure that you subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. And if you want to join the Sambora trading community, you can DM me at my Instagram, sambora.00, or you can email me, eduardosambora@yahoo.com. This is an important video. You know, in the Sambora trading community, I preach about a number of very important topics. One of them is discipline. And it's all around making sure that the setup is correct for the way we trade. And if the setup is not there, you simply walk away. Why would you risk your capital? Why would you risk your investment? It just doesn't make sense, okay? So a truly important element of the Sambora trading community is instilling a level of discipline in a number of different areas. In this case, it's not accepting the fact that the setup is just not correct. You simply must walk away. Okay, so this is the first video. It's a very important video. It wasn't meant to be this type of video. I was planning on doing something else, but you know, I recorded the open this morning. I was planning on making a different video, but this is actually going to be a very important video, one of the most important videos that I've done in quite some time, because it shows you what we do in the Sambora trading community when the setup is not correct, when it's not to our advantage. Why would you enter if it's not to your advantage? Because straight away you're going into an environment of risk, okay? And in the Sambora trading community, one of the things that we try and, you can never eliminate it, but minimize it as much as possible is risk, okay? So hope you enjoyed this video, the first of many in 2023. Living in a new place, as you can see, absolutely beautiful. Luxury apartment in a prime location in Malta, brand new. It actually still has the wrapper on the door. As you can see, the wrapper's still on the door. So here we go, 2023, big plans. It's going to be even better than last year. Here we go. Okay, good morning everybody, good morning. Right, okay, here we go. So the FTSE 100 at the European Open. Okay, so once we are finished scalping the Open, I will be looking for it to go back and retest the previous high, and it's just below 7590. That's 7590. Once we finish scalping the Open, I will be looking for it to go back and retest the previous high. Then I will look to go intraday short on the FTSE 100. That's the plan. If that changes, I will update you after the Open. Right, okay, so yeah, so that's what I'll be looking to do. So scalp the Open first 5-10 minutes, and then we look to intraday. Okay, so we're looking for the previous high 7590. Then I'll look to go short intraday. Okay, now if that changes, I will update you after the Open. Okay, so here we go. I mean, the price range has been relatively tight over the last number of hours, so you know, I'm not strong short or long at the moment in terms of intraday. We'll just need to wait and see how it plays out. Certainly at the moment, I would say the best option is waiting for it to retest the previous high and then going short. Okay, let's see. Here we go. So there's the Open. Okay, so straight away, beautiful big green candle. Good. A nice influx of volume, creating that volatility straight away. Now I'm hoping that it pushes up, retests a new high on this candle on the Open, then I'll look to go short. That's the plan. But as usual, we need to wait and see. We don't predict scalping the Open, because predicting, that's a sure way to lose. We react. That's what we do here. We react to what we're seeing. We don't try and predict. Not when we're scalping. So it's the price is pretty much where it opened. I'm waiting for it to push away, creating space, pushing away from the opening price. Second candle's dropped off, but it's not pushed away from the opening price enough for me. It's still roughly where it opened. So I still need to wait for it to push away from the opening price to create that space, to create that opportunity. Because at the moment, for me, there's no play.
and there's no play because you need that price to push away from the opening price to create that space, to create that opportunity, okay, to give us that leverage. And that's what it's about. It's about creating that leverage. So at the moment, it's a very, very poor open. The price literally is where it opened. So if it retests the previous high on the previous candle, I'll look to go short. Is it going to be a fantastic open? It's starting to look like it's not going to be. But if it does retest the previous high on the previous candle, I will look to go short. And that'll give a reasonable short opportunity. But at the moment, it's an extremely poor open. But you know what? It's a good educational piece, this, because in this community, we're all about only trading when the setup is correct. And we walk away when the setup is not correct. So, I'm quite happy to not trade this open and just to look for intraday, because it's a nice example to the community of what you need to do if the setup is not correct, and that's walk away. But we're only 2 minutes in, so we'll give it another few minutes and we'll see. But you know that the longer the open goes on, it means that the volume, or that initial influx of volume, starts to diminish, and the longer it goes on, it becomes less and less scalping material. Right, okay, here we go. Okay, not quite quick enough. I was literally just about to take a short there. So I'm waiting for it to retest the previous high now, and then I will go short. Remember, apply that strict risk management approach. If it starts to move away from you, you have to take the loss. Make the loss small. We should only be taking small losses in this community, because that's what I've been preaching from day one. So I'm waiting for it to retest the previous high, and then I will look to go short. It's not been the greatest of opens, but it is what it is. We know that we don't get perfect opens all the time. So patience is required in this open this morning. Again, the price is roughly where it opened, so we really needed to push away from that opening price, because at the moment we're in no man's land. I mean, you take a trade now, what is it based on? It's not based on anything, is it? So we don't force trades in this community. We would rather walk away, protect that capital, protect that investment. And you can see, as the seconds and minutes tick by, that volatility decreases, and it becomes less and less of a scalp environment, which is why I've been saying now for many, many months that I only scalp trade the first 5-10 minutes, then switch to intraday mode. Anything after, usually 15 minutes. Okay, so I'm not liking this at all in terms of scalping. I feel as though if I was to take a trade here, I would be forcing a trade. And as I keep preaching, we don't force a trade in this community. We just don't do it. So I don't fancy scalping this at all. In order to have a good scalping environment, you do need good volatility, and that volatility comes from the volume. And at the moment, the volume is just not there for scalping. So for me, I'm not going to scalp this. What I am going to do is I am going to wait for it to retest the previous high of 7590 on my chart. So 7590, and that was roughly about 2 hours ago. So I'll look for it to retest, and it looks as though it is pushing up to retest that previous high. And then I will look to go short intraday. Okay, so very important, team, very, very important that you do not force a trade. If the setup is not correct, we walk away. Why risk your capital? For what reason? It doesn't make any sense. Okay, so it's a good open in the sense that, especially for the newer traders that are new to the community, we need to instill that discipline that if the setup is not correct, we simply walk away. Okay, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. But I'm going to wait for it to retest the previous high, 7590. That was roughly 2 hours ago. Then I will look to go short intraday. Okay, so that is where we are. Okay, so this afternoon we go again, the Dow Jones on the US Open. So have a fantastic morning.